Hi everyone, and welcome to this installation of FTO News on your FTO Friday. Hello, we interrupt this FTO Friday news segment with some breaking news. So, about 6 hours after I recorded this episode, Shengshao, which is written Sengso now, they announced that they're making an FTO. This is their first image that they posted, and then earlier today, they actually posted a photo, which maybe that's an FTO, like the actual one they've built. It looks like it is. I mean, the orange and yellow kind of look the same color in this photo. So, and the white and grey aren't too dissimilar either. But this is the promotional pictures that they've got. I expect this will be a budget FTO because there's basically no Florian cuts at all, not even in the center. So interesting what they're trying there. Maybe it's kind of like their Megaminx and other thing. What's the other? They've released an updated couple of puzzles. I guess I can scroll through their pictures. Yeah, they Megaminx 2x2. So this Megaminx here looks like the one I got when I was my 18th birthday. So 10 years ago. So interesting that they're going for these sort of budget puzzles again. But yeah, maybe that's what they're going for. I'm very excited to see how that is. And then the other thing is, this is another big one. Obviously, first of all, congratulations to Aiden for breaking last night for me. So yesterday, the world best single has finally been broken by someone who is not called Aiden, Dan, or Tyler. Chris Choi with a 9.27 single on FTO. It's been reconstructed. It's not on camera, but it's been reconstructed, and it was a last layer skip. So it was a pretty good solve overall in the early stages. I didn't really see anything I would object to. The last bottom triple method kind of surprised me. Not how I would have done it, but Chris is faster than me, so maybe he knows better than I do. But last layer skip, so congratulations to Chris. It was 46 moves, I want to say, something like that. So yeah, very exciting. And obviously, I'm going to be talking in this video about the current world record single being 9.6. They deserve a lot of credit for being the first one to break sub 10. But I wanted to pop in and say this thing. I said in the video, in the recording, that Aiden's 12.55 has been reconstructed. It hasn't. Aiden's previous world best average, which is 12.62, has been reconstructed, and the 12.55 is currently being reconstructed, so should be done soon. And that's everything. So yeah, breaking news with Shengshao, and enjoy the rest of the video. I'm going to cover a little bit of a different one today. There's not loads of FTO news. There's a couple of updates and an exciting competition, and I want to then go over all the records that we have currently standing in FTO. There's going to be a couple missing, but we'll get to it. So I wanted to start off, actually, let me switch to the overlay. We're actually going to jump to the first bit of news, which is that QiYi is hosting an FTO solving competition. Now, this has been live for a week, and it will be until the 18th of November, as it says on screen. And basically, the idea is solving by judging single solves. So let's go over it. You need to record a video of you scrambling and solving the puzzle, and it needs to be uploaded publicly to Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. Something, they call it mainstream video platform. So YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. These are pretty standard stuff. Title's got to be specific, and then when you've done it, you've got to upload the link to this email address. So I'll link the post in the description of the video, so you can go and have a look. And then these are the requirements. You have to use the QiYi FTO. Now, from what I've heard, I don't have one yet. It's on the way. What I've heard, it's not as good as the Dian, but it is better than the Diansheng, depending. It's probably about the same. I think it's the same price. I can't remember off the top of my head. There's a magnetic version, a non-magnetic version. For something like this, you're going to want the magnetic version. But by all accounts, it's perfectly usable. It's not awful. It's not going to fall apart on you. Should be fine. It just might not be your favorite. It's got to have the entire process of scrambling and solving, and like the whole timing. So obviously, like, come on, just like normal. You've got to use random state on CS timer, which is, again, a lot of people already do that. Now this is cool. Number 4, they say to prevent cheating, you need to refresh the CS timer page by pressing the F5 key on the keyboard at least 3 times at the beginning of the video. So basically, you start recording, you've got CS timer open, hit refresh a few times, and then when that's done, the scramble that they've loaded, use that one. It says you can submit multiple results, but only the fastest for each participant will be counted. So they're not going to, like, if one person got 5 results that were faster than everyone else, they're not going to give them 5 prizes or something. They'll give them 1 prize. Importantly, number 6, they're ranking single time. So basically, for all of these videos, you're going to have to F5 3 times, do a solve, F5 3 times, do a solve, and just loop that, basically. Which could be fun. It could be annoying as well. I find it interesting. I like this, personally, I like this a bit more than the Diansheng video competition we had a few months back, because Diansheng released the scrambles and then let people have several attempts at it, which meant it was a down solve competition, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with a down solve competition. It's just not my cup of tea. I'm really bad at like working out super efficient solutions over time. It's not something I'm super good at and interested in. So I'm always bad at down solve competitions anyway. So I've never really liked it or bothered. But some people really like them. Aiden, for example, they're brilliant at them. So, you know, it's horses for courses, right? And then they say when you submit the video, you grant QiYi the permission to use for promotional purposes and all that stuff. I think this is better as a promotion for their puzzle, because you're just solving it very similarly to how you would in a competition, rather than it being a down solve where you could see somebody getting a 5-second solve, which is not realistic to the actual puzzle. I know that's crazy, but I don't think a 5-second solve is going to happen very often. And then the final thing, the prizes. So now they are offering a prize from 1st to 6th place, which is already very cool. And right at the bottom it says 2 solvers out who are not in those 6. 2 other solvers will be randomly selected to win one of their XT3s, which I guess is a 3x3 they've released or something. I don't keep up with that stuff, I'm sorry. So that's cool. 2 random chances to win that. And then in 6th place, you're going to be given a QiYi 9x9 and an FTO. I mean, you'll already have an FTO, right? But you get a second, you could give it to a friend or something, or maybe, you know, for collection. 5th place, you get the 9x9, the FTO, and the XT3 flagship, so one of those 3x3 versions. 4th place is the same, but they have the Pioneer version. I have no idea what that means. I just know that they're 3x3s. I guess that is cool. Like, I don't know what the difference is. Maybe the Pioneer is the better one. Whatever. 3rd place gets the 9x9 and $70. 2nd place gets $113 and a 9x9, and 1st place gets $140 and a 9x9. So very cool all round. Every single winner from 1st to 6th gets a free 9x9. So I'm definitely gonna give it a go, because, you know, who knows? Maybe I'll get 4th, 5th, or 6th. You know, maybe if I get a lucky solve. So I might as well. Yeah, even though the QiYi FTO doesn't sound like it's going to be my main for everything, I'm still excited to give this competition a try on their puzzle. So, you know, that's persuaded me to buy their puzzle. Good for them. That's the first thing I wanted to cover. That's pretty much the only news, except for 2 big pieces of news. First of all, courtesy of yours truly, we have a new unofficial European record single and average. I went to Hampshire Autumn 2024 last Saturday, and I broke my single and average. My single, you can see it on here, is now 4th in the world on cubing contests, 1751. Now, I know there's some names there who are going to break that easily. I have every confidence that Tyler will overtake me, but I'm very pleased with that fantastic result. And my average was if it'll load, 21:56, which I think I could have done a bit better. I think I got a bit nervous. The 17 was my first solve, so I got a bit shaky, and I think I could have done a bit better. However, it was a full second improvement on my previous average, and it's 7th in the world. So I'm very pleased with that. I'm proud of myself for that. I think I can do a bit better. Maybe I can even bring Europe sub 20. Maybe somebody else will. We'll look forward to that. And then the big news that has happened exactly 1 week ago today. The world best single for FTO finally broke 10 seconds. So Aidan Bryant broke sub 10 with a 9.62. That's well clear of 10 seconds as well. 9.62 single. We have the reconstruction. Ben has confirmed it. I haven't had time to reconstruct it and look through it, so I'll hopefully get some time to do that this weekend, maybe. I'm moving house, so this may or may not happen. But that is really fantastic and exciting. And I thought, as a result, why don't I cover the different records, in competition, at home, and online competitions and things like that. So we'll start with the cubing contests rankings. The reason I want to start with this is because these are going to be the slowest results. They are at a competition under WCA conditions. There's the highest pressure, there's the most likely, the highest chance of things going wrong and stress, that kind of thing. And in those conditions, Aidan broke the world best, an XWR, I think is what we say, with the 13:44 single, which we do have on video, I believe. I'm not sure if it was on stream, but I know they filmed it. And Aidan also broke the XWR average with 16:67, which was a few weeks later after Basque 64. So very cool, very exciting. And you can see there's a lot of USA in the single rankings and the average. So I thought I'd go over the continental rankings that we have on here as well. So obviously I have oh no, don't mind. I thought I had a full stop by my name. I don't. I obviously have the XER average and single. And then if we go to here, QiYi, or QiYi, I don't know how to pronounce his name, sorry. He actually had the first sub 20 single outside of the States. And I don't know if he has the Asian record. Yeah, he does. He has the Asian average as well. So that's cool. And then I think we have to scroll quite far to find Philippines is Asia, not Oceania. So I think that's right. Oh, God, I hope that's right. That's really embarrassing, isn't it? So I guess actually looking at this, we just now I have heard that there are faster results from Australia that just haven't been added yet. But as of me looking at the webpage on the 25th of October at 3 in the afternoon in the UK, James Holdworth has the single 26:59, and then the average again, James Holdworth again 28:84. Now I don't know if we have any South American results yet. Oh, we do have Colombia and Brazil. Anything before that? No, I think it might be Alejandro Restrepo Echeverri. I'm so sorry, Alejandro. I'm so sorry. My pronunciation is awful. I should have checked this beforehand. With a 34:06 average, and then let's see who has South American. Yeah, Alejandro again with a 27:76. Is Mexico North America in this? My geography is so bad. I'm so sorry, everyone. But as a quick roundup, the rest of the world has some catching up to do to the USA, and we can do it. It's just going to take a bit of practice and a bit of time. I am leading the charge currently, but there's tons of people in Europe who are already breaking sub 20 and who will very soon overtake me and hopefully overtake much of the US as well. So I'm looking forward to that. This is in competition in conditions that are a bit more stressful. So next we're going to look at online competitions. So we actually have on the ranking spreadsheet for global rankings, we have everyone's at home results. We have competition rankings here as well, although cubing contest is where this stuff is drawn from, and it looks nicer on cubing contest in my opinion. And then we have the rankings for Speed Solving Weekly and Cubers.io. And in here, there's tons of the same, pretty much all the same names with a few exceptions here and there. So like Igor Tarasov, who is Ukrainian. Igor has not competed in a round of FTO, so that's why Igor's not on the cubing contest page, for example. And look, a 1668 single. I'm pretty sure Ekaterina has a 13 single, and Tommaso has a 16 or 15 as well. So like, and Ihor has got like a 16 single or something. They're all catching up. They're all going to overtake me. It's going to be great. Looking forward to it. Also, trying to stave them off is very difficult, but I'm doing my best. You can see I'm there at 9th and 10th, I think, on single on average. No, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7th and 8th. So I'm still top 10 somehow. And again, online competition rankings, you know, there's basically no pressure. People could ignore +2s or DNFs or whatever, but you know, that's why they're separate. They're not on the global ones because, you know, maybe that some of them are a bit suspicious, but most people's are fine. Like, who cares? Like, what's the point of pretending that you didn't DNF or whatever? So, you know, they are there. They're present. They're pretty cool to look at. Take a gander. There's a lot of names here who are, you know, in the sort of top 20 kind of region who very well could be pushing the sort of top 5 or higher positions. I mean, for example, Chris Choi, that was his was a name that was much lower down the rankings 2 years ago, maybe even a year ago, and now he's climbed all the way to, you know, top 4, top 5, and in fact, in global rankings, top 3 for some of them. So the world record single and averages are here. These are the fastest anyone's managed so far that we know of. So Aiden, they've managed 9.62 single, 12.55 average of 5, 13.98 average of 12, and just barely sub 15 average of 100. We have reconstructions for the 5 and possibly the 12. I don't think we do for the 12. I think we have video. Do we? No, I don't think we do. I know we have the reconstruction for the average of 5. Usually what happens with the average of 12 is that if Ben has enough time, he might go through and try and reconstruct some of them with the solver, but I don't know if that's been done for the 12, and that definitely has not been done for the average of 100. We've never even attempted a reconstruction of that size. That's ridiculous. However, sub 10, that's the big thing. We are sub 10, we are sub 13, we are sub 14, and we are sub 15. So, I mean, it's hard to even imagine, to have even suggested this could be possible this time last year was just like unimaginable. It's just crazy how fast everyone has got. And it will just keep improving as more and more people are solving, that we're learning more and more things about the puzzle. We have good hardware now, which is not holding us back. It's just really exciting. There is a playlist I have on YouTube which has got a bunch of FTO. So you can see all of the majority of these videos are Aiden's. These are all videos of FTO solves. This is not all of them. I can't keep up with every single one that's there. There's going to be a lot of mine on here because I own the playlist and I add my own videos to it, obviously. If you see any solves on YouTube that you think should be added, you know, feel free to just leave a comment here and just tell me, hey, look, here's a link to another one, go add this kind of thing. Or in the Discord, tell people there, because I'm trying to keep track, but man, it's hard. There's so many now. Interestingly, if I scroll all the way to the bottom, which will take a little moment, because obviously I have included solves that are many, many minutes long. There's quite a few here that you can see where I have not put these where they should be in the order yet. I just haven't got round to it, so hoping that I'll be doing that. We have some examples of FTO blindfolded. I think James McDermott has the world best for that. I have not been keeping track. And then we also have, whoa, where is it? Ben did a negative time solve for it. I think some other people have. We've got 2 FTO relays. So I think Tyler got a 35 single with solving 2 FTOs in a row. So that's pretty fun. Give that a try. I think this may sound a bit crazy, but I think it's not unrealistic that we can get like a 28 or a 29 for a 2 FTO relay. Not sure I can currently, but I think there are people who can. I've also included things like, different methods that Ben's included, other relays. I also have a 3-person factory solve that myself, Em, and Stephen did a few years ago. This would have been 2022, so 2 years ago. And that was a 3142. I'd love to do more factory solves actually, because now pretty much everyone is using the same color scheme, so that's cool as well. We wouldn't have too many problems of people not knowing where centers and edges go and all that. I'm rambling now, I do apologize, but there is this playlist with tons and tons and tons and tons of videos. There is a spreadsheet somewhere that James McDermott has made of all the national records for FTO. I don't have it to hand, but I will put it in the description of the video. Also, final thing, the video of my European record will be coming live soon-ish. I don't know exactly when. I have exported it. I just need to check it to make sure I haven't, if I need to cut anything or anything like that. But it should be ready hopefully in the next few days. So drop any questions about records, congratulate Aiden and all their achievements and their absolute dominance in the comments. And just good luck if you're going to participate in the QiYi or QiYi FTO competition. Thanks for watching, everyone. Catch you next time.